Good morning. This is Evelyn Churan at Churan's Tiny Homestead, and I'm talking about all the structural damages today. A lot of money to fix everything, and we're in a state of emergency because of flooding. A couple of my roads are flooded out. Some of my stuff, I've got one outbuilding that flooded about 2 feet. Thank God I have some pumps and a gas-powered water pump. I'm able to do that. I lost 3 hot houses that collapsed with the ice storm, but now my whole property is flooded from the ice storm. I still have snow that's higher up than my truck, so I'm still going to get a lot of flooding. Sudbury is flooded. The township where my son lives and my brother and my grandchildren, that's all under state of emergency. Flake Subdivision, Hanmer, Valkaren. Um, Anyways, it's all flooding from Whitson River, which usually rises quite high every year, but not this bad. This is really, really bad. They've got people sandbagging, the city supplying sand, but you have to buy your sandbags apparently. A lot of volunteers getting together. There's already quite a few houses that are flooded out. Manitoulin Island, same problem. A bunch of businesses had to close down because they're flooded out, as well as houses and shelters. They're all flooded. Um, French River, the water is going over the dam. The spring melt is going really, really fast. So anybody that likes going on lakes and rivers, this is probably not the time to be on them. I've got lots of damages to deal with. I have to see if our road's going to be open in a couple of days. I'm going to go get some supplies. I have a little bit of sand here, but not enough to block any flooding should it come my way. I got some flooding. It's damaging a couple of buildings, but it's not damaging the place I live in. Luckily, I have totes for my water, so my water won't get contaminated from sewers or anything like that. So I'm lucky there. I'm tired. I've been taking afternoon naps because I'm doing a lot of really heavy lifting. Now my wheelbarrows have flat tires. I can't get them to get air. So I've lost a lot of equipment because the hot house has collapsed. I do have a tire to put on my wheelbarrow. However, I can't get the tire off. I've tried, so I'm going to try some WD-40, see if I can fix that. It just seems like every time I take a step forward, I go 6 feet back. My front entrance, because of all the heavy ice, was so heavy on my roof that part of my dwelling fell. So I've got problems there too. I got to bring in a contractor to fix all of that. Part of my roof is damaged, so we have to take the roof off, put a new roof. So yeah, I've got a whole pile of stuff. I'm going to have to put new insulation, everything. So I'm just tired trying to fix stuff until I can get a contractor in. We were going to put plumbing this year, but now I'm dealing with other damages. And then I've got snow damage in the back from the ice. I had a door, like I have a door to go inside my electrical building, and the ice was so heavy that it damaged that building also, and the door won't close now. And I tried tightening screws, everything, but I have a lot of damage there. And now rodents got in it, and they chewed into the insulation, and now I got wiring damage also. So I had to move all my freezers outside of the camp because my whole front entrance fell by about 1.5 feet, a foot, whatever it's got to be. We can't get to it to fix it right now because there's still a lot of snow and ice. And because the ground isn't thawed yet, everything's flooding. So all of my boots are soaking wet. Everything's soaking wet. Even my wood got wet. So it's been one hell of a winter. I'm finally getting over pneumonia. I've been so sick. I'm still sick, but I think because it's been such a long, hard winter, it's been 7 months of snow and shoveling and trying not to, like, the water froze this year. For all of December, I had problems with the water. The heat tracers on the roof didn't work properly. It just created more ice, which, because the snow just came too much in too short a time. So I couldn't keep it cleaned off and melting fast enough for how fast and how heavy our snow and ice came. So I've got all kinds of structural damage everywhere. And yeah, so the bills are piling up and the jobs aren't getting done. Um, I've tried to fix what I can. I'm not a builder. I'm not that good at construction, so I'm trying to figure out ways to fix it with no money. So it's been a rough go, and I have to do a supplies trip because I'm out of a bunch of supplies. I haven't left since last September, and now I'm out of supplies. Like, I've got no meat for meals or anything like that. I've got lots of canning. I've got lots of vegetable stocks and things like that, but I don't have any stews left or anything like that. I made enough just to last me through the winter, and the rest is all stocks and vegetables. So I have to restock my supplies. Insurance went up by like $500 a year. So that was a bill I wasn't happy to see. And my property taxes went up again. So that's another bill I didn't want to see. So I had to get all of that dealt with. But I'm going to switch insurance companies, and I'm going to pull the insurance on my truck in the winters because I don't drive in the winter. It's costing me a fortune. It pretty much stays parked from October right till now. Like, next week will be the first time it goes out all winter. And then I'll have to do 3 or 4 more supply trips before next winter. But outside of that, I won't be driving it, and it's going to stay parked for probably, it's looking like 7 months out of the year it stays parked. So I talked to my insurance company about that. That'll drop my insurance quite a bit, I'm hoping. And but that's about it that's going on, and I'm just dealing with lots of structural damage. And if you'd like to donate to my channel, ChuranEvelyn8@gmail.com. I really could use the help. Anyways, everybody have a nice day. Churan's Tiny Homestead. Take care. Damages incurred. And flooding. I don't do city life, boy. I hate city life. Best greetings from France, Wolfgang. Yeah, no, I got out of the city. I got the heck out of city life. I worked with so many people my whole career. I love the wildlife and peace and quiet. Peace and quiet. This is lots of what my father So I'm developing a tiny food forest for the kids. And for the rest of my family. I should have pears. Pears, cherries, gooseberry, red currants, and blueberries this year. As lettuces. I also have herbs and teas that grow every year now. Hard work to get it there though. I could never live in people. You know, it would drive me nuts. It would drive me nuts. Nuts. I'm adding a rain catchment system next year and a wallopini for year-around produce. And a wallopini. Oh, nature in your bag. It is. It is nature. Here, look. See? I get bears all the time. Raccoons. You can't get it better. You can't. Watching wildlife. Then sitting and watching. With a hot cup of coffee. In the wee hours. Raccoons. I got the heck out of city life. And peace and quiet. I have fruit trees now. This is lots of what my father always wanted as well as my mom, so I'm developing a tiny. And for the rest of my family. Blueberries this year as well as lettuces. I love the forest. I love the forest. I love the forest. And the peace and tranquility. I don't much like noise. I don't much like noise